If you want someone that pilots Bard well, Targamas is a good choice. 10-2 on the champion all time, but he was also 10-1 this year on the Alistair, I believe. And
someone was 7-1 on buy, right? It's about getting that level 6 and how well can you punish
flash shadowing strike into the taunt, the follow-up from Linces with the knock-up, and once again it's Vladdy who falls first.
So Jens up actually finishing the Drake after all 3 grubs have been taken.
A lot of plays from KC in the early stages.
I mean, the thing with Vitality's comp, Shayak might be in trouble here.
Decoy in from Yike, doesn't land the taunt, Shockwave back onto Shayak, Winds of War. Their Winds of Despair for the Galio. KC will get on the board, their first kill of the game. It goes here, really. Shayak could look for an engage. Fleshy coming in, looking for that Magnet Storm as well, but isn't going to find it. A nice little magical journey back to the safety of their dodges away from the second Q. Winds of War, again a magical journey, and immediately Shayak realizes he is outnumbered. Tempered Fate will lock him up. The Cyclone got the knock up as well. Shayak trying to flash Justice Punch, jumped in front of by Yike. Linces dives in. Kazi's a long way away. In the end, a Drake for Herald exchange, kind of. Targamas with another Cosmic Binding. He's more of a nuisance than anything right now. He gets the magical journey out. It's taunted at the end of it. Kazi diving forward. Look for Targamas. Redemption already complete for him. He flashes out of the redemption and takes the shot from Kazi. And 3 biscuits in case he ever does fall.
Rift Herald.
Well, he might die. He's got the Rift Herald as well. As Naknako is caught out with the public execution. Redemption coming down as well to try and heal him up. Fletchy here to help. The Cyclone down from Yike gets the knock-up. Shadowing Strike does not connect. Naknako healing up with the Sunder Sky, but it's not enough. Used 2 of his biscuits and he was not K. Fletchy getting chased out by Targamas. KC get their 3rd on the board, complete the beach.
I think Vitality just have to drop it as Yike engages immediately onto Fleshy.
Cyclone, there's the Shockwave follow-up and Fleshy is just dead. Nothing a Rel can do in that sort of situation. So much credit to Yike through this early game. 3-0-1 has been involved in every one of his team's kills. Has been everywhere with that Cyclone. Targamas doing a great job with the vision control as well.
Yeah, the wards are definitely a big MVP for KC this game, as they've been spotting out Linces consistently and able to just have Yike take over the game, as they now get 2 dragons and continue being the one that are always in control.
And when you're a dive comp that's this far behind, the game becomes very difficult to play as they look for Yike.
Well, they catch him out. Redemption coming down. Doesn't get pulled back with the Infernal James, but Kazi dives in immediately, and they go for Kalist instead. He tries to Valk away, but he's hit with a Prey Seeker. Targamas takes a journey, a short trip across the wall. No return ticket for him. Vitality kill off the enemy AD carry, and with it, look like they're going to take this mid-tier 1.
See, that was a casting curse.
Yeah. And Kalist getting caught there, ends up using his flash as well as they get mid-tower. It's a huge throw from KC.
A lot of gold in Kazi's pockets, 1.1k ahead. Vladdy trying to get something on this top lane. We'll be able to take this tier 1. Those 3 grubs and the mites helping him out.
I think Shayak should be here to clear, and you still have Rift Herald for Naknako as well. Just,
I think he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. There it is, Rift Herald on that bottom side as well, so you could look for a potential cross-map here as Vitality, but there's a lot of Vitality members on the top side, so this is going to be a solo endeavor, it looks like, for Naknako.
I think that tower's low enough that a Rift Herald charge should
so.
just kill it off. It's hard to see from the mirror map, you kind of have to guesstimate, but yeah, that's definitely low enough. Rift Herald will get the charge in, Vitality will get their 2nd tower of the game. We'll probably even out the gold overall. As Naknako gets 300 to go and spend on whatever he pleases. 2 items though for Kazi. He's brought up that Ginsu's alongside the Kraken Slayer on him.
And he's going to be doing so much damage on the passive procs. It's going to be dangerous for KC.
Yike going in here. Redemption used the Shockwave follow-up. They were on a wall the whole time. Linces goes in with the cease and desist. Void Seeker from Kazi trying to find his mark, but a good Tempered Fate will lock Shayak and Kazi up. Kalist can't quite get the damage down onto Kazi. Shayak flashing out. Public execution. Dives in onto the Kaiser, who killer instincts across the wall. But Kana is having none of it. Chases him down. It's a double for the Ambessa.
Linces tried to go in to turn it around, but KC find it regardless. Now Naknako running for the hills. Should just be able to escape, but the rest of Vitality are crumbling around him.
I think I need to stop speaking because I just cursed Vitality. Like, now it's going to be Atakan for KC, and they're firmly the ones in control of this game again.
Now they are 2,000 gold lead with the Atakan. Be about 3.5k in total stats ahead of Vitality. Kind of reminiscent to game 1 though. I'm just going to put this game. A huge lead for Vladdy and for Yike in that jungle mid. 1.2k ahead each. In fact, the only red gold lead is for Kazi as they look for Yike. Fleshy going in with the Magna Storm. There's the follow-up with the Hero's Entrance as well. Yike's going to get knocked up, but a great Temper Fate hits onto 4. Is it enough? Another Cyclone, cease and desist. They're locking down Yike, and he will fall. The shutdown goes over to Linces. Kazi, though, now a little bit isolated from his team, goes in with a Killer Instinct, has to dodge away from the Cosmic Binding and manages to do so. Slowed up, though, with an auto attack out of Targamas. Meanwhile, Kana continues to rain down on that top tier 2.
So it's a nice pick from Vitality coming over the wall. Linces actually a little bit late because he didn't end up using that. You're kind of seeing again, it's that like confidence that we were praising Vitality for in game 1. They're not here in game 2. Whereas for KC, they look significantly stronger.
Regain control over this blue side jungle.
It looks like Vitality want to try to do the same play again, as they have a ward here onto Yike. He's no flash and ult now.
They jump onto Yike immediately. The World Ender coming out as Nuka looks for the damage, and Yike falls. No Caretaker's Shrine enough from Targamas. And now Fleshy keeps Callista Bay, ignites him as well just to switch through the summoner spells. Shayak is up here, he's TP'd up. Vitality have a 5v4.
Great use of the map by Vitality, and Shayak, as you say, TP'ing in, it's Baron. But Nako wants to try and wrap around, he's not on vision.
Fleshy looking for that position up towards the top side. Has Hex Flash, no Magnet Storm. Kana stepping in there.
It's
bit of taunt. They dive onto Callista, who has to flash away and use the cleanse. Next up is Kana. The shockwave doesn't hit anyone. Kana goes in with a public execution, but only hits onto Nako, and Kana falls for it. Shayak survives. There's honeycomb for him as well. He wants to pick that up and continue in the fight. Has no TP. Vitality turn their eyes back towards the Baron. 7 seconds on Yike. He won't be up for this as Nako tries to keep Vladdy away. No shockwave. The movement speed from the command dissonance enough to get him out of the chains. Nako takes the honey boot. Linces down low. Vladdy stepping in. Low mana on him. Vitality continue on the Baron. They'll secure it. Temper Fate just not in the nick of time. Vitality
playing the top side, using the fact that they had that small window on the map.
It's an Ocean Soul.
In the picture.
I think KC is just going to get this. You can see Shayak trying to get in, but there is the Ocean Soul for KC. So in the end, a Baron for Soul going to stop you. A good Tempered Fate is going to stop you in your tracks. At least in game 1, they had to wait to hit their CC, but KC are not waiting. Hero's End just going down. Naku's already fallen. The Magna Storm will find a bunch, but the Temper Fate stops Kazi from interacting in the fight. Beautiful from Karmine Corp.
There was no carry for Vitality as the AD was taken out.
Vladdy looking for him. Cosmic Binding doesn't connect. The ball goes down, but Vladdy's not going to use the shockwave on only Naka with no real follow-up from the rest of his team. Kana still pushing through top while all of this happens. Fleshy looking for the Shadowing Strike. He's stunned up. Hero's Entrance coming out, but Fleshy's already dead. Shayak is met with a Cyclone as soon as he lands, and Kana's going to try and cut him off. Shayak flashes the Justice Punch across the wall and gets onto Kazi again. He has to flash the wall as well. The Killer Instinct Shield, enough to keep him alive for now, but KC are on the warpath, and they'll find all the blood they want.
They're finding them everywhere. Vitality is trying to sniff out any sort of play they can, but Karmine Corp will not let them anywhere near this win.
And that's going to be at least the mid tower for Kalist, and it really feels like Vitality have lost all the momentum in this game going up against this Ocean Soul. They just don't have the tools that they need to actually win a fight. They get some poke here, and they can leverage control of this Elder. This Nash could be bait if KC are not able to get back to this Elder and try to get control.
Yeah, Vitality trying to play around the mid lane prior. Didn't get as much of it as they wanted. There's a control ward behind them here as well, towards that bush that Kazi just walked past. TP's coming out from KC as they look to continue the play. Linces has snuck all the way behind here, next to the Razor Beaks. Put a bit of vision down. We'll see if KC ward their flanks, because often overlooked is a ward towards that red buff, and they haven't done it. So Linces does have an avenue of attack. Shayak having to walk behind here. Linces beginning to step forward. Shayak getting caught out, pops the stopwatch. Nako the target for Kana. Shayak in the middle of them, but already Callista's unstoppable. And Vitality again just don't find a coordinated engage. A great Tempered Fate comes out from Targamas as they kill off Fleshy. Linces has to flash and dash and try and get away, but Vladdy chases him down. The Elder, only a cherry on the cake that KC have devoured. Kazi trying to escape. A Killer Instinct is anything but almost taken out. Kalist is having none of it. Won't let his enemy AD carry escape. Kana tanking the tower here as the chase continues. There's the Elder, but the Nexus lies in sight for KC.
And Vitality, try as they may, they did not have enough to close out game number 2 as KC take this game.
In dominant fashion, Karmine Corp will stamp their name into the scoreboard. 1-1 now between KC and Vitality.
KC coming alive.